Can you imagine a single night changing the course of an entire nation's history? Picture this: the first day of June in the year 2001, a night that would forever be etched into the annals of Nepal's history. A night of unimaginable horror and loss, the night of the Nepalese royal massacre. In the heart of Kathmandu, within the grand walls of the Narayanhiti Palace, a chilling event unfolded. 9 members of the royal family, the very pillars of the nation, met a tragic end. Among the victims were the beloved King Birendra and his wife Queen Aishwarya. They were not just the monarchs of Nepal, they were its soul and its spirit. Their demise left a deep void, a wound that time could never fully heal. But who could be behind such a monstrous act? The answer was as shocking as the incident itself. The alleged perpetrator was none other than the Crown Prince Dipendra. The very son of King Birendra and Queen Aishwarya was named responsible for this horrifying act. A prince who was next in line for the throne was now the main suspect in a massacre that took the lives of his own parents and other members of the royal family. The reasons behind such an act remain clouded with uncertainty. Theories range from strained personal relationships to political influences, but the truth, the real motive behind this dreadful night, continues to elude us. And so, as the night gave way to dawn, the people of Nepal woke up to a reality they could hardly believe. Their king, their queen, their royal family were gone. The pillars that held the nation strong had crumbled in a single night. By dawn, Nepal was a nation in mourning, and the world watched in disbelief. What could drive a prince to allegedly massacre his own family? This question has been at the heart of the discourse surrounding the Nepalese royal massacre. The motive behind such a devastating act remains unclear, even more than 2 decades after the event. Various theories have been proposed, each attempting to shed light on the possible reasons for the massacre. One of the most talked about theories is that of personal relationships. Some believe that Crown Prince Dipendra's personal life may have played a significant role in the events of that fateful day. It's suggested that familial disputes, possibly over his choice of a future wife, might have pushed him to the brink. This theory, however, is based on speculation and unverified accounts. Then there's the theory of political influences. The royal family of Nepal, particularly King Birendra, was at the center of political change in the country. The king's stance on certain political matters was not always popular, and some believe that these political tensions could have seeped into the royal household, influencing the crown prince's actions. Yet again, this theory is largely speculative. Despite these theories, the motive behind the massacre remains elusive. No concrete evidence has been found to substantiate any of these claims. The official investigation concluded that Prince Dipendra was the perpetrator, but it failed to provide a clear motive. This lack of clarity has only fueled more theories and speculation about what could have led to such a tragic event. The truth behind the motive, however, remains shrouded in mystery. As we delve deeper into the aftermath of the massacre and the conspiracy theories that surround it, we're left with more questions than answers. The motive behind the massacre is a puzzle that remains unsolved, a piece of the story that's still missing. And as we continue to search for answers, we're reminded of the tragic events that unfolded on that fateful day in June, and the profound impact they had on the people of Nepal and their monarchy. In the wake of such a tragedy, what becomes of a nation? Let's take a moment to delve into the immediate aftermath of that fateful night. The morning sun rose on June 2, 2001, to a Nepal drenched in sorrow and disbelief. The royal palace was enveloped in a palpable silence, punctuated only by the ticking of the palace clock and the quiet whispers of the palace staff. The nation was in mourning, and amidst this gloom, Crown Prince Dipendra was declared king. But this was no ordinary coronation. King Dipendra, the alleged mastermind behind the massacre, lay in a coma, unconscious and oblivious to his new title. His reign, however, was short-lived. Just 3 days later, on June 4, 2001, the new king breathed his last. The nation grieved once again, not for the loss of their king, but for the loss of their innocence. In the wake of Dipendra's death, his uncle, Prince Gyanendra, ascended to the throne. With a heavy heart and an even heavier task ahead, Gyanendra was left to navigate the turbulent waters of a nation in crisis. The massacre had shaken the very foundations of Nepal, leaving behind a trail of political unrest and social upheaval. The monarchy, once revered and respected, was now under scrutiny. The people, once loyal subjects, were now questioning their faith in the royal institution. This was a time of great political turmoil in Nepal. The massacre had exacerbated existing tensions between the monarchy and the people, leading to widespread protests and strikes. The monarchy was losing its grip on power, and Nepal was on the brink of a political revolution. Yet, amidst the chaos, Nepal showed an incredible resilience. The people rallied together, united by their shared grief and a collective determination to rebuild their nation. They vowed to remember, to learn, and to move forward, never forgetting the night that had forever scarred their history. As the dust settled, Nepal was left to grapple with the aftermath of a night that would forever mark its history. When facts are scarce, speculation often fills the void. In the wake of the Nepalese royal massacre, a lack of clear explanations and concrete evidence gave rise to a host of conspiracy theories. These theories, in their various shapes and forms, have sought to fill the gaps left by the official narrative, adding another layer of complexity to an already tragic and mysterious event. One of the most prominent theories points towards the involvement of external intelligence agencies. Some believe that foreign powers had a vested interest in destabilizing the Nepalese monarchy and orchestrated the massacre as a strategic move. However, despite the allure of this theory, there is no solid evidence to support such claims. The shadowy world of international espionage and covert operations may seem like a fitting backdrop for such a devastating event, but without proof, this theory remains just that, a theory. Another theory suggests internal conflict within the royal family itself. This theory paints the massacre as the result of a power struggle, with certain members orchestrating the event to seize control of the throne. Yet again, while this theory may fit into a narrative of palace intrigue and royal ambition, it lacks the crucial component of any credible explanation: evidence. Yet another theory points to political influences and power play, suggesting that the massacre was a result of a political conspiracy aimed at overthrowing the monarchy. The volatile political climate of the time certainly adds some weight to this theory, but just like the others, it too lacks concrete evidence. Despite the various theories put forth, none have been able to provide conclusive evidence or a clear motive. The lack of definitive answers has only fueled further speculation, turning the massacre into a breeding ground for conspiracy theories. All these theories, while intriguing, serve as a stark reminder of our collective quest for understanding in the face of such an unfathomable tragedy. Despite the numerous theories, the truth behind the Nepalese royal massacre remains elusive. The quest for truth continues, and perhaps one day the veil of mystery will finally be lifted. How does a nation move forward from such a devastating event? This question has been at the forefront of Nepalese consciousness ever since the tragic events of June 1, 2001. The massacre at the Narayanhiti Palace was not just a brutal end to 9 lives, but it also marked the beginning of the end for the Nepalese monarchy. In the wake of the massacre, the monarchy's reputation took a significant hit. Public faith in the institution was shaken to its core, and the monarchy's inability to provide clear answers only added to the growing distrust. This led to a rapid decline in the monarchy's influence and power. Within 7 years of the massacre, the monarchy was officially abolished, and Nepal transformed into a republic. The impact of the massacre was not limited to the monarchy. It altered the course of Nepalese history, and its effects are still felt today. The massacre and the subsequent political turmoil led to heightened instability, which in turn exacerbated Nepal's existing social and economic challenges. In contemporary Nepal, the massacre is remembered with a mix of sorrow, confusion, and anger. The lack of a clear explanation for the events of that fateful night fuels this complex mix of emotions. It is a wound that has yet to fully heal, a scar on the nation's collective memory. The massacre has also had an unexpected effect. It has sparked a desire for truth, for answers. This has led to a renewed interest in the nation's history and a deeper understanding of its political landscape. It has started conversations, prompted debates, and encouraged critical thinking. This legacy of the massacre, the decline of the monarchy, the impact on Nepal's trajectory, the collective memory, and the quest for truth, is complex and multifaceted. It is a testament to the resilience of the Nepalese people, their capacity to endure, to adapt, and to seek understanding. Even 2 decades later, the Nepalese royal massacre continues to cast a long shadow over the nation. But within that shadow, Nepal continues to grow and evolve, forever shaped by, but not defined by, its past.